So you want shitty podcasts, something to hear when you drive, or some internet loser saying, hey, it's great to be alive. So let's talk nonsense. Hey, why not? We'll soon find out we don't know a lot. But here's one fact I think we both know. You're here now to see the Castoe Show.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to issue a public apology to J. Kenji Lopez Alt. Apparently it has been made aware to me that he's not a homosexual. I don't know where I got off by thinking he was gay. So yeah, my bad, OG. That one's all me. And thank you, Mac, for enlightening me on that.
You're welcome. It's just I was making the thumbnail for the episode that goes out today and looked up J. Kenji Lopez Alt, and before I could click on images, I was like, "Oh, spouse, like something Lopez."
No way!
Interesting. And so I was like, "Okay, I'll save the picture, and then I'll click on the Wikipedia article where it talked about he was married to a woman for many years. They had 2 children, and then they divorced."
It's hilarious. Adriana Lopez is a funny name for a man.
You're right. You're right. It is.
Well, he's not gay now, right? Like he's still straight.
I don't fucking know. It's the Wikipedia just said that he was married to a woman for many years.
Oh, but he could be like,
Sure, a lot of things could be true.
a color swapper, maybe.
Yeah. I haven't heard about Ben Shapiro in a while. Is he still with the
Ben
woman?
Shapiro hasn't been in the news.
Yeah. Where you hiding, Benny? He's in Nashville, man. Oh, you serious? Hey, don't look. Work the crowd. Don't look at me.
Yeah, no, that's all the dudes over there in the Daily Wire. Shout out to our sister network, the Daily Wire.
That's not true.
Just kidding. We're not a puppet of. I was about to make an Israel joke,
yes,
but yes,
yes. I'm so glad you make these jokes that you do, and then you have to go. That's not true. That's not true.
No. I'm lying. There he is, the straightest man alive, J. Kenji Lopez Alt.
Okay, we have a couple things. Listen, we so rarely get comments that we feel the need to say anything about.
We so rarely get comments.
We so rarely get comments. That's the truth. Ain't that the truth?
Yes.
So a short went out this past week that got a response. Got a response from a person. And
that prick.
Yes. No. Hey. Listen. Let's start like this. And I hate to quote my favorite GK Chesterton, but he says what's wrong with an argument is that it usually gets in the way of a discussion. You know.
Yes.
And so we never want to make it an argument. I saw this comment on the day after the video went up or whatever. And I took a shower, and while I was taking a shower, I thought of 3 points. Three little discussion points. Just
in the scrub, yeah.
In the scrub. You was at the scrub. So the 3 main points of discussion that because so if you don't know, this was on our short where we talked about people having opinions on who the Pope should be from outside the club, is how Nick put it. They're hating.
You're hating from outside the club.
You're hating from outside the club. And I thought that was a funny joke and a funny way to think about it. My brain was just thinking, I think it's funny that people from outside the institution think they should have opinions on who should lead the institution. That was just the point I was trying to make. And this person says, Nick, would you care to read this person's comment?
Absolutely. They said, good to know people inside the club aren't allowed to have an opinion on anything outside the club. That's how it works, right? Question mark. Oh, it isn't how it works? Question mark. Never mind. And he puts like spacing in between all these little phrases of his to make it extra prickish.
Now it's a he or a she. We don't know. It is impossible to know. They, them even. A yummy even. So
Hmm.
the ideas I thought about while I'm like, huh, I saw this comment, I smelled myself, go, I really need to shower, and then I showered. The comments go like this, from my opinion, least to most important. Number one, I have been told many times throughout my entire life that I do not have an opinion on many things, specifically because of who I am, what I look like, where I come from, etc., etc.,
A
etc.
strong black woman, McKellen Souls, is not allowed to think.
What I'm saying is, I have been frequently told that due to who I am and where I am, I should not have opinions on things. So if your argument is, oh, so we're just telling people that they shouldn't have opinions now, I think that's a weak argument to make. Because I certainly don't believe that people aren't allowed to have opinions on things. But
Yeah, what are you telling people not to think?
yeah, but here's the thing, man. Number two, there's multiple clubs in the world. If we're to extend the metaphor, there's, in my mind, it's like a Venn diagram. Even though that's, when you involve multiple circles, it becomes not a Venn diagram. It becomes something else. I don't know what it's called. You can exist.
I feel like
in
an example of a concentric circles would work for this, right?
Yeah, there's a specific name for Venn diagrams with multiple circles, but the whole point is that you can exist in multiple clubs at once. You can be Nick. Tell me a couple things about what you are. You are brown. You are what?
Yes,
A
I
male?
am. I'm I'm a Latino. I'm an American. I'm a patriot. I'm a Catholic. I'm a
I
killer.
answered. He's
I'm a
76.
lover. I'm a
Yeah,
fighter. Yeah,
yeah. I'm a raccoon in the garage. You
yeah.
can exist and be multiple things at the
I'm in your
same time.
walls.
And so to say that I can't have opinions on absolutely anything outside of this one circle that you perceive me to be in is insane. Because I'm sure that you are similar in that you exist in multiple circles at the same time. I don't know where you are, where you come from, what you look like, but I'm sure that you yourself exist in multiple ways at once. And you can have you can have opinions about things. But number three, it's specifically, I was talking, why would people outside the institution care about the institution? If here's the Jewish people think that our Messiah is a liar. Protestants think that Catholics are the Antichrist. Feminists believe that we're misogynist, putting women down. So to all of these people, does a new pope change their belief? Is a new pope going to bring them closer to God? Is a new
What does it
pope
do
gonna
for them? Jack
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
Nothing. So then what are we arguing about? Does it change your opinion on things? This new pope? No? Okay, then what? Then I think we're correct. I think that everything we said was absolutely on the money. And
It's exactly it's to like an easy way to think about this. It's me getting upset over another country's elections. Because
Yes.
functionally, that's what it almost is, right? It's like the Vatican is having an election. I'm not even a part of it. I cannot vote if I wanted to.
No. But it's for whatever reason people were chiming in, and I just thought it was very funny that people were chiming in, and then as soon as he got elected, they went away. They went away, and then they stopped.
And it's over. On to the next thing.
Yeah, exactly. So what are we arguing about? What are we really arguing about that we don't agree upon? I think we agreed upon this, right?
Yes.
Let's move. I appreciate you commenting. I don't want you to think that we dislike you, because we don't. It's just maybe it's the use of our term liberal art ho. We're inflammatory sometimes the way we talk about and discuss things.
To be fair, a podcast must have some kind of agitation. I refuse to be milquetoast.
We refuse. But here's the thing: don't take it to be that we're dismissive entirely of you, because we're not.
Yeah.
It's just that we were commenting on this. A strange thing that's happening, ain't it? It's a very strange thing that.
Yeah, if you are a liberal art ho, I mean, hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Considering that is the most disliked short though that we have in terms of ratio.
You know, got ratioed.
Well, it's just there was a couple people liked it, and then a few people didn't like it, and so it's our most disliked video.
It's so positive for us. Engagement means we win either way.
Engagement means we win, but it's just like, oh wow, in terms of everything we've ever posted, it's usually we're hanging around like the 90 something, and that one was like, whoa, that was okay. People had
Fun.
opinions.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I'd rather be 9 people's favorite thing.
Than 100 people's ninth favorite thing.
9
let's move-
people's favorite. Yep.
So let's move on from this silly place and
Yeah.
turn our mind to more important matters.
Like the Fantastic Four.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I was leaving it wide open to 2, whatever you want to talk about, but okay, let's talk about Fantastic Four.
that is on the list. I have a couple other things, but
Lead on,
yeah, I
Nick.
feel, ooh, baby, we can really slay a movie review. I like to think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Lay
so we
on.
both watched it, right? We're all on the same page here.
Antwan, did you see the Fantastic Four
I
movie?
have not watched it yet, but it's fine. You can spoil it because I'm going to watch it anyway.
Okay.
Love that.
So you go first. You tell me your opinion, and then I'll lead in.
I mean, I went in, I watched the movie, and I was entertained. And yeah, it's not like yeah, look at that shit right there.
Okay, I know immediately that's going to be the thumbnail for this video. It's going to be Nick's as Human Torch.
Say the thing, Mac. Say the thing.
And then it's going to be "It's Slobering Time" as the title of the video.
Good. We got the title of this episode out of the way. Yeah. Like it's not the best movie. It's not even not the best Marvel movie of the year. But it was still a fun movie, and I feel like okay, 2 kind of good movies back to back. Marvel's on an upswing right now.
I feel similarly to you. I feel like you're taking the me role here, where you're being like very fair toward the movie. But that's the thing, is that like this movie was very middle of the road for me. Is that I went in and I watched it and I left and I'm like, yep, that was a movie. Like it inspired no great feeling. It inspired no.
It really didn't have a message, did it?
Well, that's not really the point to me. It's just like it's afterwards. I wasn't like, man, wasn't this great and this great, and I had a good time doing this. It wasn't. It was just like, yeah, that was fine. That was okay. Yeah, no great feeling was had.
And you know what? I'll take a par for the course for a Marvel movie. All right, it's like just because they were churning out dog shit for I feel like 3-4 years, nothing but dog shit. And I'm like, way to go back to being normal. That's great.
What was that, Antwan?
You can blame COVID for that.
Yes, I did have that conversation with a few people about it, where it's like, hey, the writing thing, I feel like fucked over the quality of all media across the board.
It was, but I mean, we watched Thunderbolts this year and we're like, is Marvel good? Like
Marvel is back? Question mark?
Marvel good?
Marvel Webo, yes.
To go from that to this, where to be fair, I think this is still the best Fantastic Four movie I've seen.
Yes,
I haven't.
I think
easy.
It's supposed to be a filler, kind of like in between getting the Doomsday kind of movie set up, anyways. So
yeah,
how can you have Doomsday without the Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Apparently, at the end of the Thunderbolts movie, they had one of the post-credit scene was a Fantastic Four vehicle. Yeah,
the ship.
Okay,
but
well, here's the next question, right? If the next movie is supposed to be a Spider-Man movie with the Hulk and Punisher in it, then what does that say?
It's a comic book movie.
It seems unfocused.
Yeah, well, I feel like right from the start they established this movie. It's like this is having no consequence on the rest of the other movies, and I'm like, thank fuck.
But
actually,
also, it's like
I really like that.
And not to be that guy, but very few things happen in this movie. If you do like a plot breakdown, right? What happens in this movie? Mrs. Incredible, Mrs. Fantastic.
How dare you?
The Invisible Woman gets pregnant.
Yes.
Galactus is heralded by the Silver Surfer. They go visit, doesn't work out. She has the kid. They do the plan, doesn't work out. They do another plan, it succeeds. Like, and not to be so reductive of the movie, but it's like this number. We've talked about this before. This movie did not need to be 2 hours. It did not need to be.
It was. God. It was long. It hit that 2 hour mark again, where it's like this movie deserved a 1.5 hour tight run.
Yeah, and even with like all the extra scenes of like I almost said Mr. Incredible, the Thing picking up the car and stuff like for the kids. I think you can keep scenes like that and then just cut out a bunch of shit that you don't need. The beginning,
Yeah,
like
Jewish the
30
thing.
the
He's always
beginning
Jewish, guys. You know that?
30 minutes of this movie is like, it feels like filler almost, where it's like, we have to establish who the Fantastic Four are, because we're not doing the origin story, but we are doing like 4 years ago, these astronauts went up into space.
Yeah, it was
And
Gilbert Sullivan, O'Sullivan.
yeah, Mark Gatiss as Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Yes.
Wonderful, fantastic things, folks. And then it's Mrs. Incredible's pregnant, and then we have like weird, shoppy story until we get to Silver Surfer's here. It feels so weird. It feels like the pacing of of music biopic, where it's like, you're pregnant. All right, we're building a crib. Okay, now this is happening. Okay, and now she's almost done being pregnant. Okay, it felt so jittery and weird. And then the Silver Surfer shows up.
I think that, yeah, and a lot of that comes because they had just apparently what Malkovich was supposed to be like the Red Scare or whatever in this movie, completely diced. So they had a lot of fat to trim, and they still ended up with a pretty greasy steak. So
yeah. I did see one thing where it was like Human Torch hanging on to Silver Surfer's board, and then the caption was like, "When the Latina's so bad, it forces you to learn Spanish." And I thought that was funny because that is a plot.
Pretty funny.
That is a plot point in the movie where.
Yeah, and I was glad to see Johnny not be a bonehead. I love Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's he's kind of okay, like in terms of intelligence, especially when he's like dedicated to something.
He's an astronaut.
Yeah. And
okay,
again,
there are a couple guys I need to bring up just as like at the peak of the movie for me. We're two characters. One, Herbie, because he sounded like a probe droid. Like, hey, what do you think about that, Herbie? Which they were just talking to Herbie the entire time, and it was some Scooby-Doo shit where he couldn't respond in English, and he was like,
but they understood him.
Hell yeah, Herbie, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime Herbie was talking, I was listening on hands and knees. I was just like, yeah, it's Herbie.
My king.
And then he got crushed to death at the end of the movie. I'm like, oh my god, Herbie!
My boy.
yeah, and they just got to brush that aside. It's like, oh, don't worry, Herbie will return 4 years from now. I mean, like,
that's what the
text
text on screen. It's Herbie will return.
Yes, in Doomsday. And the Mole Man, big Mole Man fan.
I learned the Mole Man was going to be in the movie like the day before I saw it, and it was going to
didn't know at all.
Played by the guy who played Richard Jewell of all things. He's like, welcome to Subnautica or whatever his
Subterranea. Subnautica is a game.
I know. It was a joke.
Yes. I saw him and I was like, oh shit, he's the guy who broke Tanya Harding's leg in the movie I, Tonya.
That is true. He did. No, he broke that other lady's leg. He did break Tanya's leg.
Yeah, the lady that Tanya wanted to break.
Yeah, okay. He had the
I, Tonya guy.
He had the glasses, the old-fashioned sunglasses. Yeah, that make it.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. And him and Mr. Fantastic were on site. It was very funny. It was very good.
Where it's like Pedro just walked up to him. It's like, listen here, mole fuck, and it's like, why do you gotta put the mole in it? He's
listen here, you fat son of a bitch. Like it was like, okay.
Like immediately, Mole Man was because the line exactly was, it's like, listen here, Mole Man, and he's like, put man. Why do you have to put a mole in front of it?
Yeah,
and I'm like, the most endearing villain I've seen in ages.
And again, the Mole Man in this movie is not like, he's not actively plotting the people's demise. He's just like, I want to have my own mole kingdom with my mole people.
I mean, baby, who doesn't?
Yeah, and it's like, relatable. And he actually ends up helping, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, he called he had like a little racial slur for like the above ground people. You remember that?
I think he called them like grounders. Is that right?
Sun dwellers. I have no idea, but it was so good.
Grounders or sun dwellers or something. Yeah, it was just like, okay, I like this.
The best sun soakers.
The best Galactus they've ever had in a Marvel movie, because it's Galactus. It's not like the other Silver Surfer where it's like mysterious dark hole. Yeah, the Cloud. It's a guy in a big dumb purple suit who does his big dumb purple eye beams. Like it's Galactus.
You can't hurt him, really.
Yeah,
because he's Galactus.
He's Galactus.
Yeah,
conquer the world.
I felt like the scale was perfect for Galactus.
Yeah,
Right?
he
They
kind of
they made him just small enough to where it's like, okay, he is the most menacing thing you could think of, but not too big to where it's like none of your plans will work against him. He's just a fucking planet.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, I in general, again, this is the best Fantastic Four movie that they've made, or that I've seen at least.
Yes.
But it's like he was good, but it's like, will he ever come back again? Probably not. Will the Surfer Lady ever come back? Probably not. Are these
I
guys
mean,
coming
on
back?
one hand, kind of good. I like Galactus, like looking at him, but he is
Yeah.
one of the least engaging villains ever conceived.
I don't know. I really do, because the whole thing is that like they mentioned in the movie where he's just like he's not evil. He's part of the universe. He's just part of the way things need to be, where things need to be destroyed before it
Yes.
can move on. So it's like I kind of like his role as like yeah, we need him around, so we can't necessarily get rid of him, but also we can't have him anywhere near us to make him like
Bingo.
he can't be a
Like
he can't
for
be a
a
part of it.
movie, he's incredibly difficult to do because it's like what you can't expect like big dialogue to happen out of him. Like his reasons are so fucking clear that there's
Mhm.
no wiggle room for drama. It's
Yeah.
like he's a wave, a force of nature, right? And it's like, okay, how much could you play with that as a character? Very little.
Very little.
Yeah. Silver Surfer, on the other hand.
Now Shara Ball, the Silver Surfer.
Hangra.
Again, she's in 4 scenes, however many scenes. Like it's where sequences, maybe if you want to discuss it like that, where it's like
Good sequences, though. I
yeah,
like to say.
yeah. Harold the end working for Galactus. Play back all the audio so that she feels guilty, and then she comes back on their side. Like
When she was
it's
chasing him through FTL, that was admittedly very cool.
oh yeah, that was a cool scene. It was like what reading an old Kirby comic where it was like just the idea of it's the trippy sequences happening, and also the Silver Surfer's there, and he has to like figure out the curvature of the FTL tube to
It's like the
properly hit it.
the wormhole is bending the beam, and then everybody's like looking at Reed. It's like, huh? You gonna say something, smart guy? And he's just like, fuck, my wife's giving birth. Figure it out.
Okay, so here's the thing. So I love every member of the Fantastic Four in the movie except for Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal does not. He's not Mr. Fantastic. It does not work for me. Where
Because of his Chilean background, yes.
yes, of course. That's the reason. So he's the whole thing is
I'm
like
hungry.
Reed is supposed to be the smartest guy in the room at all times, and he's supposed to know that he's the smartest guy in the room at all times. And too much of the movie is Pedro Pascal being like, "She guys, I don't know, like I don't know, fellas." As he like kicks up dirt, and then he has like his one eureka moment, and it's like, no, Reed Richards at all times is like obsessive, and no, he's like, I am the smartest person in the world. I will figure this out. I will do this, and it just doesn't carry that energy for me. But literally every other casting choice is perfect and wonderful. I don't necessarily agree with all the dialogue that they gave.
I
all the
like
Fantastic Four
like
movies.
Reed, or it's like Pedro's Reed.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if there was ever a situation where Reed Richards would kind of be at a loss for things to do, see that it goes back to just Galactus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, fuck, you're right. It's like it's like that's the only time I could ever see him having a hard time thinking his way out of that, right?
Yeah, but it just seemed like that for every single issue in the movie to me. Like it seemed like every time he was presented with a problem, Reed Richards was like, I don't know. I guess I'll figure this out. Maybe. I don't know. Like it didn't carry like the, oh yeah, I can figure that out, and I'll figure this out and this out and this. Like Reed Richards is, again, he's smart. He should know that he's smart. It doesn't come off that way to me with Pedro Pascal.
I felt, yeah, I got that a little bit, but I did hear somebody say that too, where I'm like, no, he solved problems, guys. 8.7 or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
He slingshot him back home, and he did that in like 2 seconds while his wife was giving birth. So it's like,
Okay,
I like, he could have been smarter, but he wasn't like a dunce. Like he was still like the guy people were looking to for plans.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
okay.
they needed to, beat us over the head with it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Because
I
it's like,
think so.
if you are not a dungeon crawling nerd like us,
Mhm.
then first off, we're not going to be satisfied. The normal people aren't going to be satisfied because he's not coming off as a brainiac, which is what he is.
Then who is satisfied? If the dungeon crawlers or the normals aren't satisfied, then who is
It's like
satisfied?
it was okay. We needed more from him because he's fucking Mr. Fantastic.
And again, I liked every other member of the every other member of the Fantastic Four. Felt like a member of the Fantastic Four.
Dude,
The guy
Vanessa
who played
Kirby had a deep ass
Yes.
voice.
yes, that's fine. I think that's
Like,
fine.
It was like
She-
me shouting.
when that scene where she brings out the child to the mob and explains to them like what they're going to do. That's Mrs. Fantastic. That's Mrs. Incredible. That's the Invisible Woman. Ring a bell every time I do it wrong.
Thank you, Sue.
The guy who plays the Thing when he's talking to the lady and he's messing around with the kids. That's the Thing a few years after he's been thingified, but he still has like that internal feeling of like, well, she's a normal lady and I'm a rock
You're
man.
right. He's not a sad
Yeah.
Michael Chitlis.
Yeah. He's a little sad, but he's not like overtly sad Michael Chiklis, which is again fine because the way that movie was, but it's just like, I like it when it's a few years down. The guy who played Johnny Storm, cocky womanizer, talks fast. Love that. Loved every scene with it when it was just him and the Thing talking. It felt good.
Oh
felt
my
nice.
god, there was one specific scene where it was like, oh, it's a layup. It's like I know it shouldn't happen like thematically. And it didn't happen where it's like, oh, look at me. I'm fucking hideous, the Thing says. It's like with the beard on his face.
Yeah. And he's like,
And
no, look, you
like
look good.
Johnny could have just dunked
Here.
on his ass right there, but it's like, no, he's a nice brother at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that felt nice, wholesome, like a hug.
When he pulls out like the Thing action figure from the toy box and is just pressing the button right in front of Ben's face and it keeps going, it's clobbering time.
Yeah.
It's clobbering time. It's and then Ben just smacks it out of his hand. It's like, oh, perfect.
And grinds
No
it to
notes.
dust. Yeah.
No notes.
Them two, those two right there, I mean, they're the boys.
They're the boys.
Yes. It's me and you, Mac.
Yeah.
Literally us.
Literally us. I'm a hideous rock monster. There's a part,
You're not Jewish, actually. Never mind.
That is true. That is how that works. I didn't realize Grimm was a Jewish last name.
Really?
Ben Grimm. That's his. So there's some bits of dialogue that I don't like in this movie, where again I feel like they nailed the characters for the most part, but then like the scene where they're being chased by the Silver Surfer in the wormhole, and
yeah,
the Invisible Woman just goes, "Johnny, kill her," and I'm like, "Well, like okay, let's calm down a little." Like it came so far out of nowhere where I'm just like, "Stop her! We need to stop her," or something like that. No, it's just Johnny, kill her. It's like
I don't know.
what?
I don't know if you've been around a lot of women giving birth, Mac, but tensions tend to be a little bit higher.
Sure, tensions to
So it's like
a little
I felt like that was like, oh, that's the most motherly woman response that she could have given. It's like, I want this bitch dead.
I want her in the ground now. And it was just
Yeah,
like
and Johnny's like, oh, okay. Proceeds
also
to laser beam.
I saw that it was somewhere online where it was like, it's really funny that like in the end, Reed Richards, the smartest man in the world, devised a plan and a trap that's basically like James Woods. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Ooh,
and
piece
it's
of
like,
candy.
like that's the end of the movie where it's just like, and we're gonna use a fake baby basket and we're gonna swap them out. Like, very funny.
Yeah, the problem, the crux of the problem lies with the writers themselves not being too clever.
That's fine.
How
Again,
can you possibly write the smartest man in the world when you yourself aren't a Mensa member?
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
How do you write smart people? That's it's a thing that I remember Brandon Sanderson talking about once, and he was just like, "Have you been around smart people? A lot of times they just say things you don't understand or are annoying. Write them like that.
Speak
It's
English,
like, yeah,
Duck."
true, bro.
There was one of those moments. Yeah, I think. Oh God, they were all sitting down by like Reed's gigantic blackboard, and somebody. It was probably like Ben who said, "It's like speak English." No, he didn't have the big rock voice, but he's like, what the hell did he just say? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
The Archimedes find me a lever and I can move the world, which I think repeats itself. It insists upon itself, if I may, a few times where they just say that whole quote verbatim. Quotation.
Anthony,
verbatim.
I want to. If we can do like confetti, he said the most film critic thing ever.
It insists upon itself.
Yes.
I said that as
Yep, up there we go. Party time, party time, party time.
Whoop. I did say that because I was just like, they just kept saying that, huh? The whole thing, huh? Not
He
even
did
just like
say that like 3-4 times.
you don't even just say the quote once fully and then you just shorthand it to like Archimedes or I found our lever or something like that. Something clever. No, you say, Archimedes, find me a lever and a vantage point and I can move the world or whatever. And it's like, okay, keep saying it. Keep saying
And
it.
the
bud.
more they said Archimedes, the more I was like autistically flashing to other things. I was like, oh, Archimedes, the fucking laser beam from New Vegas. Oh, Archimedes, the medic bird from Team Fortress 2.
Yes. Yes. Oh, brother.
That just took me out of it and made me like daydream in the middle of a movie. I'm like, Archimedes, what are you doing in there?
And also,
Bits
I
of
saw
burn
that
from
I
a
saw
bed.
this at I saw this at the Hollywood Palms, right? I saw it in the same theater that we saw the Wolfman in,
Oh hell yeah, the Aztec
and
Theater.
the Aztec Temple Theater. And then there was a couple that came in like right as they were done doing commercials to sit down. And the guy fell asleep about 45 minutes into the movie. And so just infrequently throughout the like his girlfriend or whatever would wake him up and then like another 20 minutes would pass and then I would just hear like the longest snore and I'd be like, oh my god, in the middle of whatever, this guy's falling asleep.
I don't feel like this movie was a snoozer. It's like
He was,
the dude probably works late nights. You know?
yeah, I'm not blaming the movie for this and I'm not blaming him for this guy, probably works and then it was like his girlfriend was like, hey, let's go see a movie, and he was tired. Okay, that's it.
But babe, I really want to go watch Fant Four Stick.
I
Say
want
that
to.
again?
Oh, bro, we're not gonna watch Fan 46. Say that again. Yeah, there was. I think they said the words like, "This is fantastic." Once,
Oh,
like,
fantastic.
yeah, once in the movie, and I was like, to myself, I like did the turn, and I said, "Say that again."
Oh, Mac, I should have been there. God damn it!
Yeah. I forget what line of dialogue. It was early on where he's like, "This is fantastic," and I'm like, "Say that again."
I went on a gay man date with Tom, and we just looked at each other when they said "fantastic," and I like did like a halfway like sit up out of my seat and like Chud pointed at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
thank you for doing that. Whoever wrote that fantastic line in the movie.
That was for me. They wrote it just for me.
Yes. Yeah. So give me a rating. Give me a rating. We could close a book on this.
Oh, out of what? Out of like 5 out of 10?
I like 10. 5 just seems too short, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I just know that that's how what's his name? Gene used to do stars and stuff.
Gene Hackman, yeah.
Or Leonard Maltin, whatever, one of them. I don't know, like a 6 out of 10? Like a 5 out of 10? Like it was a movie.
5 is a completely mediocre movie. I'd go 6.
Yeah. I enjoyed it more than I didn't, but it still was like, yeah, that's a movie.
Also on the upside, I like the music.
Music was nice.
I feel like because Marvel movies tend to just kind of suck with music unless it's the Avengers theme. So I'm glad they had something that it was very thematic and kind of memorable. So I'm like, hey, way to go, way to compose, boys.
Yeah. And also, yeah, this will lead into Doomsday and all that. I don't know. I guess we'll go see that when it comes out. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I love Mia Lotvarian.
Yeah, that was a cute thing where early in the movie, the Future Foundation, where Latveria did not show up specifically to the Future
The
Foundation.
honorable
movie.
delegate from Latveria is not here.
Yeah.
Shall we postpone this meeting? No, fuck that guy. He's awful.
Doom, and then it reaches the end of the movie, and that's another music biopic time skip where they're like another 4 years later, and you're like, "Jeez, okay, my goodness."
Yeah, just assume that they were fantasticking all over themselves for 4 years.
Sure.
Sure.
All right, and the next movie we watch will be something, I'm sure.
That's for us to know and the listener to find out.
Yes.
Now, Mac, now we get to the scattershot portion of the podcast. Just a couple quick things. Yesterday I was dragged into a semi uncomfortable situation. I got it was the wench.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went to go watch a show at the Pantages. You had an extra ticket. I went. I saw it. I am not going to be
Okay.
discussing Some Like It Hot.
Do we not want to discuss Some Like It Hot? Are you kidding me?
You have seen the original movie, I'm sure.
I love the original movie of Some Like It Hot. It is number one, Billy Wilder, one of the best to ever do it. Ever.
And a Jack Lemmon, yes.
And then Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis, and Marilyn Monroe as the actors. And you're like, this is a perfect movie. I don't know. Do we not love Some Like It Hot in this house?
I never seen the movie, and boy,
Oh.
let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
the musical is different from the movie.
Okay. Expound on that. Explain.
In a significantly like profound way. The spirit of the movie is okay, yeah. Because I got there and I'm like, oh, cool. Like you could clearly see it's like very Guys and Dollsy kind of theme, right? What they were going for, and all the way at least until like the end of Act 1. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then Act 2 begins, and I'm like, I am almost certain everybody involved in the original film, Some Like It Hot, would tweak. They would want to like burn the theater if they saw this.
Can you expound on that? Can you explain why? Can you?
Okay, well, as a quick synopsis, they're two guys. They're like kind of grifting musicians. They witness a murder at a club, and in order to escape the wrath of these mobsters who murder the people, and because they're witnesses, right?
Mhm.
They join a woman band that's like traveling across the United States. A woman's only band, so naturally they have to dress up as chicks. Now, what I am told is that in the original movie, it's the two men going after Marilyn Monroe because duh, right?
Well, what happens is Tony Curtis says, "Just don't chase after any woman," and then he immediately, as soon as they get to Florida, devises a complex plan to get with Marilyn Monroe, while his roommate Jack Lemmon is being hounded by an old guy who wants to marry him, like who thinks that he's yes. And I know I switched up a couple pronouns there. Tony Curtis is chasing after Marilyn Monroe. Jack Lemmon is being chased after an old Playboy man. That is the movie.
Yeah. And the theatrical adaptation sways bigly,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Where it's the Jack Lemmon character just likes dressing up as a woman, right?
Mhm.
And is very welcoming after just a second. All it takes is a second of persuasion from the millionaire man, and he's like, "Oh, I'm marrying him. By the way, I'm gay."
Well, that's I think one of my favorite jokes in anything ever is because okay, so the way it works is that Tony Curtis falls in love with Marilyn Monroe, all that stuff. Jack Lemmon goes on a date with this old guy, and he's like, "Yeah, me and him are gonna marry." And Tony Curtis is like, "You can't marry him. You're a dude, and you don't like dudes. I don't think." Like all this stuff, and so when they get to the end of the movie, Tony Curtis and Marilyn Monroe are like in love, and they understand that he's a guy, and they're kissing, and they're on the boat together. And Jack Lemmon's character is like, "Hey, listen, like we can't marry for a list of reasons. I smoke. I can never have children." And
They say that line, yeah.
yeah, the millionaire playboy is like, we can adopt some. You can quit smoking. I forgive you, all this stuff. And then he goes, "Look, I'm a man." And to which the millionaire goes, "Nobody's perfect." Which I think is just a perfect way to end the movie. And that's it. That's where they leave it. As they like
They
ride
didn't.
off
It
in the
was
sun.
that whole line that they said in the show. We
Uh-huh.
didn't get a "nobody's perfect."
Damn. Well,
Yeah, we instead just got a loving embrace, and then it's because it was like the Tony Curtis character went up to the Jack Lemmon character. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? It's like, what the hell do I call you? Right?
Mhm.
It's because what's his like woman name?
It's either Josephine and Daphne, right?
Daphne. Yeah, it's like, what do I call you? Like a Daphne or Jack Lemmon?
Yeah, do I call you Jack Lemmon?
And then
Same
it
character actor,
became
Jack Lemmon?
a very a Hollywood moment where it's like, you could call me anything you want to as long as it's with respect and love. And then
Okay.
people got up and started clapping, and I was like,
I cheered in the aisles personally.
yeah, Obama was there, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm like, I already know there's going to be a lot of fans of the original film not standing up and clapping for this particular thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I
And
feel
yeah, no,
about
despite like the modern messaging that they're throwing on you, incredibly entertaining show. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love good singing and dancing?
Yeah. I think when next time I visit you or you visit me, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a double feature of Some Like It Hot into The Apartment, because that's how Billy Wilder made those movies. Where he did Some Like It Hot, and he's like, man, I like working with this Jack Lemmon guy, and then he made The Apartment, and The Apartment is one of my favorite movies of all time. And Some
I
Like It
had him
Hot is
right
up
there.
there.
He had a $20 bill. It was a fake.
It was that's you're thinking of Shaveen the Machine
Yes.
from that one bit. That's not what he
No,
said. That's not what he
it's
says.
not what he
in Gary
said.
Glenhouse. That's and to continue on the path you're on, it will only incite confusion.
Yes, yes. Oh god, it wouldn't be our podcast if people weren't fucking lost all the time, would it?
It wouldn't. Certainly wouldn't be.
Yes.
Uh,
So, but back to yeah. Some Like It Hot, a show. Anyways, I
show.
saw some people afterward, and there's just one thing that I had to bring up with you because you are the only person I could ask in this situation.
Oh goodness.
There was a bunch of transplants at a networking event, and I despise the
Transplants?
idea of networking. It's the most inauthentic bullshit ever.
What's transplants, real quick?
Yeah, people who are not from LA coming to LA to do LA
Got it.
things.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, bingo. And there was one guy who pronounced the S in Illinois.
Oh, no.
Right?
It's I do that as a joke. No, you don't do that.
No,
We don't.
wholeheartedly, sincerely. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, something Illinois." And I was like,
Now to not pronounce the S, we are capitulating to the French. However, to pronounce the S makes you look like a loser, and I don't like you. This is one of the
there are
few
a couple
scenarios
times where
yeah, the French people got it right. It's Illinois, and that's it. Stop thinking about it. To go Illinois is no. There's not an E at the end of the word. It's Illinois. And to I don't know, unless if you're doing it if you're doing it as a joke, then fine. If you're doing it seriously, I don't know. I think of less of
and
you
he looked like
as
a
irrational
middle
as that is.
America country boy. So I'm like, what
Yeah.
the? Why?
Did you ask him where he was from?
Oh no. He said that, and then I had to go piss. I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Shook it
I
out
was
of me.
I got
And
scared.
then I came back, and he told me about his disc golf. It was a time. It was a fun little chit. I've made the best of a weird situational. It's a lot of foreign autists just talking to each other and being like, "This is what I'm working on. What are you working on?" And I'm like, "Okay,
You listen and you let people talk about their interests, and that's it.
exactly." Mac, if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm a hell of a conversationalist.
You are. I was thinking about this earlier today. People may get the wrong impression out of us, seeing how we talk on here. I'm incredibly not about being around people.
No, that can't be, Mac.
Oh,
You're as
this can't be.
gregarious as men get.
If you might get the wrong idea of how we banter with the boys on here, but I am not about that. Nick, on the other hand, will make conversation with anybody, and talk to anybody, and talk to anybody about anything. By the sound of it,
That's true. I had almost nothing to talk about with these people, but I was yapping.
Yeah, he's a very gregarious man who will find things to talk about. If you put me in that situation, I would listen, and then people would ask me what I was working on, and I would say one sentence, and then I would go, "Would you excuse me?" And then I'd hide in the bathroom for 2 hours.
Oh my god, Mac! It was
comfortable.
kind of bad at sometimes where it's like I honestly, it's like holy crap! I wish Mac was here just so I could have somebody to like leave with.
Yeah. Can I go? Hey, do you want to head out now? Yes.
Or
Do you want to go?
banter with? Well, very funny though. The guy who I think organized it is he is a mutual friend of ours, or no? It's like a friend of a mutual friend of ours.
Really?
Yeah, he knows one Mr. Kevin Kubo, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's like, oh no, like he was like the safety blanket for me while I was there. It's like, cool. He's not talking to anybody. I'm not talking to anybody. We chatted it up about food for like
Yeah.
30 minutes. It was beautiful.
Slide it on over. Let's talk.
Yeah. So still a sweaty nightmare. I don't wish networking upon my worst enemy.
No, it's an unfortunate part of living.
I really did want to do it. Wench was my ride, and she's like, "I have a networking thing at 7:30." I'm like, "It's 6:45." Oh shit! And I'm like, "I'm not going to be the dog in a hot car just waiting. That's insane." So it's like, okay, I had myself
Mom, how long
a
are you going to be in this
Hefeweizen.
bitch for? Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, alcohol can lubricate any social situation.
Alcohol can what?
Lubricate any social situation.
Okay, I believe you.
I
Yeah.
really thought Mac was gonna go, what? Like, do his thing.
Yeah, I was tempted. I was tempted to just go what over and over again, like Steve Austin. Yeah, what?
What?
I said alcohol can lubricate. What?
I said beer can help. What?
What?
Whiskey can help. What?
What?
Oh, and yeah, shit. Okay, we're running out of time, but I have to bring it up.
Bring it
Seth
up.
Rollins.
Oh, buddy. So for those of you who are unaware, we haven't really talked about wrestling for a while because I wanted to do like our own wrestling thing. We just talked about wrestling elsewhere on another show. Seth Rollins SummerSlam's going on today and tomorrow, or today and yesterday.
Yes.
And a lot of fun matches, a lot of all right stuff happening yesterday. But at the end of the main event yesterday was CM Punk versus Gunther, two of my boys, two guys who I like very much.
A lot of chest slapping.
A lot of yes, Gunther loves to chop. CM Punk loves to do the go to sleep. I thought it was a very good match. I liked it. We got to the end of it and CM Punk is celebrating and you hear Seth Rollins music. Now Seth Rollins is supposed to be out with a knee injury because apparently at the end of one of the matches at Saturday Night Main Event, is that correct? He landed.
Yes, you're right. And I called bullshit the moment.
He seemingly landed on his knee weird and limped out of the stadium. Seth Rollins is known to have bad knees. That's one of that's a thing that he has. He has been out before with bad knees. So it's like, is he lying? Is he not lying? Like it was nebulous. It was nebulous where it's like he could be out with like real knee problems. You hear his music, he comes walking out with his crutches. You're like, oh, actually got bad knees. And then he turns around and he drops the crutches and he takes off the knee brace. Oh, buddy. And
Anthony, pull up the I Fell For It Again award.
Now, Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank, which that means he can cash in at any time to have a match between him and a champion of his choosing. And he chose CM Punk, who just won the World Heavyweight title, to have a match with, and then won the match in 10 seconds, meaning that Seth Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
And bro, what a tough break for the Second City Saint.
Oh man, I mean, listen. As soon as it happened, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that you would do this right now. But give CM Punk more stuff to be mad about, please. Oh, buddy,
he works so good on the chase. I mean, you can't blame him. Yep, there we go. You got worked again, baby. Anybody who thought that Seth Rollins wasn't hurt, I present you with your very own "You Fell For It Again" award.
You
dumbass.
Dummy.
How many times are you gonna get worked, huh?
I'm gonna go watch the Unreal WWE documentary to learn how they do stuff backstage. Worked again, dummy.
I refuse to watch that shit.
I refuse to watch it too.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, it's peeling back the curtain too much.
Well, it's peeling back again. It's peeling back a curtain in a way that is presented by WWE. So it's peeling back the curtain exactly how they want to peel back the curtain. Like you're not gonna learn anything watching that WWE does not want you to know. So yes, what are we doing?
It's a work of a work.
Yes, it is 100% a work all the way down, baby.
Sickening.
Boy, and then SummerSlam's going on again tonight, and there's gonna be a Cody Rhodes versus John Cena match and a couple other matches. Dirty Dom and AJ Styles, etc., etc.
That sounds great. Holy Lord.
SummerSlam, baby. My sister
all right,
skip
tight. And you know what? Sure. I promise, I give a solemn vow you will get more wrestling content from us. You just fucking watch out because we're coming. We're coming,
just
Mac.
You wait.
Anthony's coming too. Right? Right, Anthony?
I'm gonna come.
You know on the Castoe Show. You can watch what you want, then you can go. Make sure you subscribe and like it too. Ooh, and then you'll realize Castoe's here for you.